everyone, and welcome to part one of how to prep for first level. I actually love first level. I am so excited to show you guys how I personally prep and get ready for it. I'm going to show first level in a couple weeks, and I will be posting my ride and going over the judges' comments with you guys, so you can kind of review my test with me. So tune into that, and make sure to always like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the part 2 of how to prep for first level. And I also have a series going on how to develop straightness if you want to tune into that. Today, we are going to go over 2 parts of first level test 1. So in test 1, it has a stretchy trot, an exercise I like to call the ice cream cones. It has canter at 15-meter circles, transitions, trot to canter, medium walk, free walk, lengthening and trot. So we are going to do parts of how to prep and train each of those exercises. Today, we are going over the ice cream cone, my personal favorite part of the test, and also how to develop the canter at the 15-meter circle. So tune into that today. So the first thing is you're going to, so if I have the white cone down there being the letter C, that's where you're going to start your kind of your ice cream cones, I like to call them. All right. So how to ride the ice cream cone. This is actually a really fun warm-up exercise. I actually include it in most of my rides on a daily basis because it's just kind of a fun one. So you want to think about, okay, it's down here at C, and I'm going to demonstrate how you ride it. I'm going to go down to E. I'm going to get my outside rein on. I'm not overbending to the inside. I go to X, and I go right back to H. Notice I don't have dressage during this, so I kind of make as I go, but this is the general pattern how I ride that. So I'm going to get him a little bit more on the bit. I'm going to think shoulder forward, inside leg on, outside rein. I'm going to get him on the center line. I'm going to straighten him out, send him forward. And as you ride, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, up, up. Get that forward momentum. Half halt at E. Think about pivoting with your outside eight. Little wiggle with the inside bend. Turn them straight to H. Have your legs feel like a railroad track. And send them forward. Good. Again, I'm going to half halt. Pivot with my outside eights. Little wiggle with my inside. Think inside leg, outside rein. Get him forward. And then go straight between my legs. Side. So, how I would prepare. I would do a lot of half circles, a lot of serpentines to better prepare for this, and a lot of changes of bend, because they're going to have to be handy with that. Good. Good boy. Notice I'm getting a lot more forward momentum, and I'm just going to keep repeating this until they get really on my inside leg and outside rein. Good boy. There. So, now let's talk about the canter. So, I have a separate video of how I would develop the stretchy trot already. So keep that in mind. You do your ice cream cones, you go into a stretchy trot. Tune into that video if you want to learn that one right now. But let's move on to canter. So the 15-meter circle is going to be, if I was doing a circle here at B, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stop my circle on the other side at the quarter line. So how that works is if this was E, I would come in about 5 meters. You want to think about, okay, if side to side is 20, the quarter line would be about 15. So let me get him up to the canter. Wake up, like, good boy. Notice how I'm going to quietly ask. Good. So how I would ride it, get your outside aids on. And by that, do not overbend with the inside rein. So I'm going to sit in my left seat bone. I have my outside reins on. I'm going to just make sure he's really straight. I'm gonna half halt, little inside leg now, inside rib. So when he breaks, I get after him just once. Good boy. Good. No, we're not switching. Good. So if your horse is fussy like this is a good time to analyze why. So I'm going to be dramatic. I'm going to let go of my inside rein. Yeah. Okay, I have the straightness. Now he's tensing up when I ask for the inside bend. I'm just going to put my left leg on. I'm not going to get too fussy in my hands. Now I'm going to try to wiggle with the inside rein. Good. Wiggle. Yes. Yes. Notice I sit in my left seat bone to keep the circle 15 meters. And my outside aids are on. So he doesn't make it bigger. Good. Yep. Good. Now for my downward, I just half halt, outside rein up. Good. Notice I'm not pulling on this inside rein. Good boy. Let's go the other way. Nice job, bud. So you saw him get fussy. You saw him get tense. I did not stop and start fighting him. I just held my outside rein. I did let go of my inside rein. And then I put my inside leg on. Based on getting him more out to that rein. But I did it so subtly. I just kind of waited for him to respond and then I gave. I did not keep nagging him. So this way is actually his good way. So I'm going to go up. Good boy. So let's say I'm going to do the 15-meter circle at B down here. I'm going to half halt. Where's my outside leg? Outside aims, I'm letting go. Yes, he's going to get tense. That's okay, and he broke. No, I didn't fight him. I'm just going to let him figure this out. No. Good. Now, inside bend. And I'm just going to wait for him to give. Yes! Canter. Yes! Figure it out. Yep, I got you. I'm just hugging with my lower leg. Good! Notice he's starting to give. And then when he breaks, I just send him forward. Good! Let go of my inside. Sit in my right seat bone. Wiggle. Can he respond to that? No. I'm going to lay my inside leg on. Outside reins are still steady, so I don't get it later. I just wait for it. Good! That's getting better. Wait, be patient. I'm going to wiggle my inside rein now. Yes! Then I give. Good boy. Yeah. So tons of repeating that. As you can see, just staying steady in your position and just working it out with them, let them figure it out, is going to go such a long way. That way, if you're in your test, you don't have to school them as much. So if they get a little fussy, you could just kind of put a light aid and they'll know, oh, I have to give to that. So tons of repeating. You never want to be schooling and having to micromanage a horse and then have to do it in the show ring. Can I be light? Can I just give one single aid and they know to relax up to it? Lots of repeating. So those are kind of how I would do those two parts of first level test 1. If you haven't already, check out the stretchy trot video. I demonstrate how to do that already. And then we'll do part 2 and go over a couple more things in the test and then move up to first level test 2 and 3 and we'll work on that. So you guys have a great day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions and have a good day.